What's up guys, this is Tank Control Games back with another Unreal Engine 5 tutorial, and today we're going to set up a procedurally animated spider character using the Locomotor plugin in Control Rig. The Locomotor plugin works by dynamically calculating where each leg should step as the character moves, instead of relying on traditional animation clips. By the end of the tutorial, we'll have a controllable spider pawn with fully procedural locomotion. This will be a fairly quick tutorial, so we're just going to jump right into it. First, download the free spider rig from the Fab Marketplace by Best Game Assets, and while you're there, definitely check out their other work as well. Then create a third-person template project and import the spider FBX. Once you've imported the FBX, you should see the spider rig and then some spider animations that it comes with. We'll probably actually use the idle animation later on when we set up our animation blueprint. The next thing we want to check is that the Locomotor plugin's enabled, so let's go to Edit, Plugins, search for Locomotor, and then you'll see Locomotor Experimental, just make sure that's checked, and then restart the engine. Then we want to create a control rig, so let's right-click on the spider skeletal mesh, and then do Create, Control Rig, and then you can double-click open the control rig asset. So you should see this forward solve node, and then to the left you should see rig hierarchy. So the first thing we can do is click on the root, so bones, and right-click and do New Element, and then do New Control. And then if you scroll down, it'll show where that control was created, and then just right-click and rename and call it Target Control. And then if you go in the details panel of the new control and go to where it says shape properties, let's just change that to circle thick. And then we can change the size because it's pretty small. If you zoom in there, it's kind of stuck in the middle of the spider. So let's just do scale and do 10 for X, Y, and Z. And then let's actually orientate this the right way. So if you go to shape transform, let's just rotate that by 90. Okay, so now we're going to right click and create a locomotor node, and then we're just going to hook this up to our forward solve. And then where it says root control, that's going to be the control we just created, so drop that down and select target control. Then if you hover over foot sets, you'll see that this says the set of feet belonging to the creature. So we're going to have sets of left and right feet for the spider, so we'll have 4 sets. So click the plus button, and then now you'll see feet, click plus again. And for the first foot, we're going to drop down ankle bone, and for type, we'll choose bone. And then for name, we're going to choose Lappa L5. And if we click that joint in the hierarchy, you'll see that's the end of the foot for the spider. And once we click that, you see it created this green box around the spider and a green box around the leg and this white control for the foot, but it's not quite aligning with where the feet actually are in the spider. So to actually fix that, we need to change our collision radius to something pretty small, like 0.5. And then we have to change, under stepping, the max collision height, which is at 30, to something pretty small like 1. Maybe 2? No, probably 1 or 1.5. For the spider, because it has such small feet, and they're so close together, you really have to make it pretty small. But now you'll see it drop down to where it's supposed to be. Then we can add another foot, so under the same foot set, just click plus again for foot, and then drop down ankle bone, do type, choose bone, and then we're going to choose the right foot now, so Lappa R5. And then it needs the same settings as before, so do 0.5 under collision radius, and we just keep our max collision height because that's a global setting. So we have our first foot set here, and you'll see 0 and 1. So let's add another foot set now, and I'm going to go through and do the exact same process, same settings, for each left and right foot for all of the spider legs. Okay, so I added all of my leg sets, so you see I have 0 through 3, and if we look, I didn't change the collision radius on the back legs yet, so they're still offset, and a quicker way to do it than manually entering it in all of them is to just select the node on the locomotor, and then go to the details panel, and then you can just search collision radius, and you'll see it'll show all of the different arrays that we have for foot sets and the different values. So you can just go through each of these and just make sure it's 0.5. And then what I realized too, for the last 2 legs, I had to make those 0.1 instead of 0.5 because 0.5 was apparently not enough and was still causing them to be pushed down. So I set the last 2 back legs to be 0.1 instead. Cool, so with that set up, if you actually select the target control now, and you were to move it forward, you'll see the legs are already kind of moving procedurally. It's not actually moving the rig yet because we haven't parented it using the full body IK, but you can at least see the controls moving. So one thing you'll probably notice too, even just looking at that now, it doesn't really move like a spider, and a spider has kind of offset gait on the feet. So we're actually going to set our foot sets to have different phase offsets, and that'll determine when each foot moves based on where the target control is moving. So we're going to set a slight offset for each group so that there's kind of a more spidery look to the walk. So again, instead of manually dropping down each of these and finding phase offset, you can just select the locomotor node again, search for phase offset, and then for the first set, let's just have that stay at 0. And then for the second one, we'll do 0.25, and then for the third, 0.5, and then for the last one, 0.75. And that will just offset all of the leg groups. So if we move the control now, you'll see now they're kind of moving at different paces. That's exactly what we want. So then another setting we have to set on our locomotor, if we go to pelvis, you'll see pelvis bone, and then type bone is fine, but we want to set the actual pelvis bone, so it's going to be the body. And now if we move the target, you'll see it's moving the whole spider rig, but again, the actual leg joints are not moving yet. So what we can do next is we can create a full body IK node. So right click in the graph, search for full body IK, and then under the root, we're just going to choose the body. And then we're going to hook that up to our locomotor node. And then we need effectors for each leg. So what we can do is click the effectors plus. And then let's set up the first one. So it's going to be that Lapa L5, the first leg that we created. So let's set that there. And then what we can do is drag off of our foot transform and search for at. And then array index, we're just going to increment the array index for every leg that we use. So this is going to be for the first leg. Just hook that up to the transform. Okay, then let's add another effector for the right leg in the front. So again, find LR5, and then we can just duplicate this at node, and then just increment the index by 1, and then hook that up to the transform. So now if we move our control, you'll see it's actually moving the front 2 legs, but the back legs are not moving yet. So we have to hook up all the legs. So we're going to repeat that process for every single leg, and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, so I added all of the legs, so you can see we have 7 effectors, each pointing to the tip bone of the leg. And then for the transform, we're just using the at node, and then we're incrementing the array index each time. And then now if we drag our main control for the spider, you'll see it's actually moving like a spider. So there's a bunch of different settings in the Locomotor plugin for things like rotation dampening, lead amount, bob stiffness. This is all for the pelvis bone under the pelvis settings. And there's also different stepping settings, so you can change like the step height of how far the legs will lift up, like the ease in and ease out of the speed of the legs going up and down, air extension at max speed. So there's all these different types of settings you can mess around with that you could probably tweak this further and get it to look even more like a spider than this. But to keep this tutorial quick, we're probably just going to keep everything at the default, but feel free to tweak these settings as desired. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create an animation blueprint for our spider so that we can actually control it in the third-person template and move it around. So let's go to our skeletal mesh and right-click, do create, and then choose anim blueprint, and just call this ABP_spider. And then let's double-click that open. You'll see our spider mesh, and then let's right-click and get control rig, and then hook that up to the output pose, and then under the control rig, let's set this control rig class to be our new spider rig. So spider_sketchfab control rig is what it was called by default, so just click that. Okay, so one other thing we can do in here is get a sequence player. Hook that up to the source for control rig, and you can just drop down under settings, sequence, and search for idle. So the spider's just going to do this little idle, and then the control rig's going to control the legs. So now let's open up the third-person character from the template. Or actually, better yet, let's duplicate it. So right-click, do duplicate. Let's just call it BP_spider. Double-click it open. And then under mesh, let's change this to the spider mesh. And then where it says animation mode, keep animation blueprint, and then anim class, we're just going to use our new ABP_spider. Do compile. And then now you should see your spider at the bottom of the capsule, and they're doing their idle already. Okay, so now we're going to go to the level and go to our world settings, and then under game mode, let's change default pawn class to be our new spider. And if we click play now, you'll see we're moving the spider, but you'll also notice the camera is way ahead of where the spider can move, and that's just because our third-person character is using a much higher speed than the spider's moving. So if we go to BP spider, let's actually search for speed, and then instead of 100 or 600, let's set it to like 150. You compile, and then click play again. And now the camera's following our spider. And if you wanted the spider to be faster, you can actually change the speed that the steps are happening in the control rig, and then you could bump up the speed on the blueprint. So again, this is just a really quick way to get creatures with a lot of legs animated fast. And usually animating something like this by hand is very time consuming, and doing full locomotion sets for a spider would take a very long time to hand key. So this is kind of a game changer of how quick you can get something like this working. So I think that's where we're going to wrap up the video. If you found the tutorial helpful, feel free to like and subscribe, join the Discord, and if you have any questions or ideas for future tutorials, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.